I was volunteered to be your MC this evening. Allow me to share with you my first experience of public speaking. Let's wind the clock back 30 years. It's grade 8, Brisbane State High School, English. Each student has to give a 10-minute oral presentation on something in the news. I select the Union Carbide disaster. On the big day, the teacher says, would anybody care to volunteer? I'm sat on my seat, the whites of my knuckles are showing, I'm nervous, I just want to get it over and done with. Shoot up my hand. Come out the front, take out my palm cards. The Union Carbide disaster occurred in Bhopal, India in 1984. The cards are out of order. What do? I shout a profanity, and the teacher comes over and says, Daryl, perhaps you better come and sit down and just gather yourself. After high school, I immediately joined the Queensland Police Service. And one of my instructors is here tonight, Superintendent Mark Platt. Superintendent Platt was a role model in public speaking. He was gentle, he was kind, he was nurturing, and it made an incredible impression on me. I was sworn in, I became a constable, and a few years later I went to a job, and out come some parents. They said, oh, this is a 16-year-old birthday party, it's out of control, there's 100 kids here, we don't know where they are, they're kicking over pot plants, they're pushing kids in the pool, they're throwing food on the walls, can you get them out of here? There's myself and 3 other constables. That's a ratio of 1 to 25. So it'd be like me taking on these 3 tables. Now, if I was retired Inspector Bill Turner, not a problem. He'd have you all twisted up in knots in a moment. For our guests who do not know retired Inspector Bill Turner, he's our equivalent of the Terminator. I, however, am just ever so slightly smaller in stature. So I look at our use of force model and I select tactical communication, drawing on the fine example set by Superintendent Platt. I use gentleness, kindness and nurturing words because I want to reach out, engage and connect with these teenagers. So I humbly walk up to them and I say, the party is over, the exit is this way, if you stay here, you shall be arrested and you will be a guest of Her Majesty's this evening in the Watch House.
Yeah, that's more like it.
So using the same public speaking formula of Superintendent Platt, who was able to, for us young recruits, have us in very efficiently snap to attention, march in time, and strip our weapons instantaneously, I was able to convince, with the presence of my 3 fellow officers, for these partygoers to leave the party without any further instances, problems, or arrests. So Superintendent Platt, you can see that my public speaking really got off to a rocky start. So I'd like to thank you for the fine example that you set to me as a young recruit.
Yeah, thanks.
The point of my story is, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a very tight schedule. And so calling on Superintendent Platt's speaking model, or as I like to call it, the Plattinator model, I promise you that we will meet all our obligations precisely on time. Please enjoy your meals, enjoy the camaraderie. I'll be back.